Welcome back. This is second module, types of rigid pavement failure. The pavement failure because of scaling of cement concrete, shrinkage cracks, spalling of joints, warping cracks, and mud pumping. Scaling of cement concrete. Scaling of rigid pavement simply means peeling off or flaking off the top layer or skin of the concrete surface. This may be due to the following reasons: improper mix design, excessive vibration during compaction of concrete, latence of concrete, performing finishing operation while bleed water is on surface. This image shows scaling of cement concrete. Shrinkage cracks. Formation of airline shallow cracks on concrete slab is the indication of shrinkage cracks. Shrinkage cracks develop on concrete surface during the setting and curing operation. These cracks may form in longitudinal as well as in transverse direction. This image shows shrinkage cracks. This is because of hot climatic conditions also. Joint spalling. Joint spalling is the breakdown of the slab near edge of the joint. Normally it occurs within 0.5 meter of the joints because of faulty alignment of incompressible material below concrete slab, insufficient strength of concrete slab near joints, Friesen-Thaw cycle, excessive stress at joint due to wheel load. This is the example of joint spalling. And next, warping cracks. In hot weather, concrete slab tends to expand, therefore the joint should be so designed to accommodate this expansion. When joints are not designed properly, it prevents expansion of concrete slab and therefore results in development of excessive stress. This stress causes formation of warping cracks of the concrete slab near the joint edge. This type of crack can be prevented by providing proper reinforcement at the longitudinal and transverse joints. Hinge joints are generally used to relieve the stress due to warping. This image shows warping cracks. Next one, mud pumping. When material present below the road slab ejects out through the joints or cracks, it is called pumping. When soil slurry comes out, it is called mud pumping. Infiltration of water through the joints, cracks or edge of the pavement forms soil slurry. Movement of heavy vehicle on pavement forces this soil slurry to come out, causing mud pumping. When there is void space between slab and the underlying base of subgrade layer, poor joint sealer allowing infiltration of water. Repeated wheel loading causes erosion of underlying material. This is the example of mud pumping. Our next topic, types of maintenance works. This involves three types. First one is routine maintenance or repairs. These include filling up of potholes and patch repairs, maintenance of shoulders and the cross slope, keep up of the roadside drains and clearing chalked culverts, maintenance of miscellaneous items like road signs, arboriculture, etc. And the second one is periodic maintenance, and the third one is special repairs. In periodic maintenance, these include renewals of wearing course of pavement surface and preventive maintenance of various items. Special repairs, these include strengthening of pavement structure or overlay construction, reconstruction of pavement, widening of roads, repairs of damage caused by floods, providing additional safety measures like islands, etc. Maintenance of earth roads. Problems occurred in earth roads. Formation of dust in dry weather. Formation of longitudinal ruts along wheel path or vehicles. Formation of cross ruts along the surface after monsoons due to surface water. Maintenance of earth roads. Frequent water sprinkling. Treatment with calcium chloride. It attracts moisture from the atmosphere and the environment. When calcium chloride is spread on an unpaved surface, it keeps it damp, thus keeping dust down. By spreading moist soil along ruts, reshaping the camber. Maintenance of bituminous roads. Patch repairs. Patch repairs carried out on the damaged or improper road surfaces. Localized depression may be removed. Inadequate or defective binding materials causes removal of aggregates during monsoon. Functions of highway maintenance. Shoulder care becomes a serious problem where narrow lanes force heavy vehicles to travel with one set of wheels. Improper designed drainage facilities mean erosion or deposition of material and costly cleaning operation or other corrective measures. In snowy country, improper location, extremely low fields and narrow cuts leave no room for snow storage, creating extreme snow removal problems. The various maintenance function includes surface maintenance, roadside maintenance, shoulder and approach maintenance, snow and ice control, bridge maintenance, and traffic service. Surface maintenance. For surface maintenance of gravel roads, blading and occasionally resurfacing is required. For surface treatment of low type bituminous surface, in maintenance of roads, patching, seal coating, or possible loosening oil, remixing and relaying are involved. Roadside highway and drainage maintenance. If there is dry grass, fire hazard burning, plowing must be done. When black slope is covered with bush, trimming must be done to increase the side distance and clearance of road. Picking up litter thrown or blown along roadside or wayside area, a routine work. Shoulder. Shoulder must be moved and occasionally bladed down to the level of the road so that water is not trapped in the travelled way. Grass must be kept in good condition. Shoulder protected by bituminous blankets or surface treatments same as for roadway surface. Snow and ice control. Ice forming on the roadway reduces coefficient of friction between tires and surface, which makes vehicle control almost impossible. In highway maintenance, we can apply abrasive to heavily traveled roadway and street suitable materials that can be used are clean and sharp sand, cinders, and washed stone screening. Bridge maintenance. Exposed steelwork must be cleaned by sandblasting flame or other means followed by painting. Deck joint may extrude or become filled with dirt so that cleaning and resealing is necessary. Out of control vehicle causing damage of guardrail must be repaired and strengthened. Remedial measures to correct serious core around and under piers and abutments. This is the patch repair image. Right side image shows before patch repair and the left side image shows after patch repair. And next topic, maintenance of bituminous road, removal of path hole. Clean pothole, remove large loose rocks and other debris. Pour and spread cold patch material into the pothole. Pour to a level approximately half of the above surface to allow for compaction. Compact material with hand tamper, car tires or other suitable compaction method that provides an even, level, compactor surface. Bituminous surface treatment. A bituminous surface treatment, it is also BST, also known as seal coat or chip seal, is a thin protective wearing surface that is applied to a pavement or base course. Bituminous surface treatments can provide all of the following: a waterproof layer to protect the underlying pavement, increased skid resistance, a filler for existing cracks or raveled surfaces, an anti-glare surface during wet weather, and an increased reflective surface for night driving. This is the bituminous surface treatments. This is also bituminous surface treatment image. Maintenance of rigid road. Very little maintenance of joints only is needed. Main defect in this type is formation of cracks. The dirt, sand and other loose particles at the cracks are thoroughly cleaned using a sharp tool, stiff brush and a pressure blower. Kerosene oil is applied on the cleaned cracks to facilitate proper bonding of the sealing material. The cracks are then filled by between suitable grade bitumen sealing compound heated to liquid consistency. Maintenance of rigid rod. The sealer is placed up to about 3 mm above the level of the slab along the cracks, and a layer of sand is spread over it to protect the sealer temporarily only at a particular location. Maintenance of joints. The repair consists of removal of the sealer and deteriorated filler and sealer materials from the expansion joints, cleaning up, replacement with new filler board, and sealing the top of the joints with suitable sealer material. The left side diagram shows before repair, right side diagram